What did I say? What did I say?
This is Callum, and he's going to tell us all about social media and podcasting.
And I would really just encourage you all to think about your unfair advantage. You've got some insane athletes, some insane brands. Make the most of them.
All the podcast conferences, everyone is annoyed by this.
It feels like there's a lot of competition now in that.
One man's article will change the world forever.
So we're in London at Red Bull HQ and we've been invited down for their podcast strategy day. So we've got all of their content teams from all over the world flown in to talk podcasting, talk about the shows they've already got, but also their plans for content for the next few years and how podcasts come into that, how video content and shows come into that. So super excited to be here. I'm giving a keynote and then we're going to do some Q&A. We've got some amazing speakers. We've also got Grace from Diary of a CEO and Flight Story and a couple of others. So let's dive in.
It was super fun because they had to get in through the window and
That's amazing. Yeah.
stuff like this is really helpful.
And that's what the audience want. They want to just... You're right, hey.
How you feeling about the Q&A?
Good, man. Yeah, I think they make a lot of like crazy content, so I'm just kind of excited to meet the people who make it all, and it's all like super adrenaline fueled and like athletes doing crazy stuff. So just interested to meet the people who make that type of stuff and see how they think about making content. So yeah, it should be fun.
Hello everyone, I'm Grace. I'm part of the team behind the Diary of a CEO, which is now the world's #2 podcast behind Joe Rogan. I gave an example of what you could build out, or if you're starting at any other podcast, is like you already have fans of Red Bull in general, people who already watch F1, so how do you convert them from other teams to watching your content? But then also this category of people who are interested in watching it, but might not already be into it, how do you get them into the funnel? And that's it.
This is Callum, and he's going to tell us all about social media and podcasting. Thank you very much.
Cool, yeah, super excited to be here and super excited to follow Grace. I think couldn't have a better speaker to kick off the day, but I'll kind of maybe take a deeper dive into YouTube, social, and where I see the space going as well, which I think is super exciting. The guys who make this show, they really kind of looked in psychology, and one of the things they found is the quicker that you can give someone lots of value, the quicker you build that trust. What they realized is when they put these quick fire questions in at the start of the show, instead of having this kind of instant drop off of people like, oh, it's a heavy question, they instantly give value, like some quick answers to some questions that would be on the audience's mind. But because they're quick fire and they're yes or no or maybe, it also creates these open loops that the audience want resolved. They're locked in and going to stay around, but also creating these reasons for them to stay. As soon as they introduced that, the average view duration just instantly went up. You don't have to do like a crazy trailer or a crazy intro, and actually the intro for each show is very much dependent on the audience and the format. Another show that I love, a show called Stick to Football. What is actually really interesting is we've only ever seen those people doing very kind of media trained interviews or on the TV. So what they do on their show is the complete opposite.
Are they coming in already? Give me a break. I need my blueberries.
Hit record and we just see these people as we've never seen them before.
Jesus! What is that? What is it? It's eclectic.
So you get the idea. It's something you would never have seen these people, and people just love it because you're kind of just blown away. You feel like a fly on the wall. You get a glimpse into their personalities in a way that you just wouldn't get. The nice thing here as well is you get like the producers and the sound design people become like characters in the show. And then the last thing is just cutting to the chase, right? This show, again, Modern Wisdom, they've tested various ways of doing this, and what they landed on was their audience preferred it when they just got straight into it.
Do you think we're in a crisis of purpose right now?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we are.
And you've really got to be brutal, and let's not save the best stuff for like an hour in or 2 hours in. Let's bring that right to the front to make sure that we have them listening all the way through. Lastly, I'll just touch on the future of podcasting and kind of where I see this going. I think the best shows will become shows and worlds. They won't just be podcasts. There'll be this adjacent content which just works as almost like a TV show. I think we'll very much see all of these creators and brands will be making kind of these amazing shows on YouTube and Spotify. And it'll be a mix of kind of these formats where you're going around Adele's house and she's answering 73 questions, or you're going for a dog walk with Roy Keane. And then like later in the week, there might be an in-depth podcast episode with them. And then on Sunday, there might be a vlog or a behind the scenes of the making of that and the lead up to it. And you'll probably have like 2 or 3 formats as part of your show that kind of lives across YouTube, the streaming platforms, and then also cascades then down onto your social feeds and your social pages.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Callum. He's going to be with us all day, you know.
Yeah, have your brand opinion, have your content opinion, have your social opinion. There's loads going on. It's quite hard to get everyone aligned.
Yeah.
Stuff like this is really helpful. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, let's get some lunch.
Probably sit on that. Especially if it was a big guest.
What do you think is like the single most effective thing we could do now?
I think your titles, your thumbnails, and your edits. So like, for example, the one with the designer. Yeah, I was like listening to that. I was like, the first 3 minutes, like so self-indulgent. Like it actually got really interesting at like 4 minutes, and I would have just cut straight to that. Yeah, just like straight in. Again, just like I think titles and packaging. Because I think a lot of what you guys make, like it's pretty great content. The conversations are really good. It's just packaging them up so that someone instantly sees it. And I think there's an episode with Max where it's not his name isn't in the title, so it's like it's done well because when some people do click, they're like, oh, it's Max, but just being super obvious about the fact that it is Max.
You know, I fully realise we've got holes where we can make this better, bigger. Yeah, like I think with everyone, right, we're unified in the fact that it's about finding the resource and the time to put in.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You all know exactly what you need to do and want to do. It's just that you can't quite get there. What? Oh yeah, demographics. What are your like countries?
I mean, look at that one.
US, UK.
Netherlands, what the hell?
That's why we're doing the Netherlands episode.
95. That is crazy.
We've got a Dutch audience who we're not talking to.
This is crazy that you're.
Do you do that was the thing I didn't really talk about, but was like, do you do any dubbing or like anything like that?
We talked about the idea of doing it.
Yeah, when we had Fernando Alonso on, like we just paid to just have like the subtitles properly done as well. And again, then we got like 20% Spanish. Do you ever have stuff just go crazy? Like we once had a Gordon Ramsay clip that we put out, and if it had hit just the normal audience, it would have been fine. But then it just enters this like this viral stratosphere where it just starts reaching these audiences who've got no context.
Yeah, it was about like buying a Porsche.
It's the worst day, one of the worst days of my life that day.
Like, it got picked up by all the newspapers, and like there was no. The original context of the clip was like it was an interesting story about like his like I think like early 20s, but it just got like picked up and twisted, and like the comments were like complete madness. And, yeah. Little bag. Red Bull. Check that out. Oh, nice little notebook. Okay. One of the new unreleased editions of Red Bull, I presume. Check that out. Mindset Win. Red Bull athletes.
If you had to write a book, what would you write your book about?
I'm talking to Penguin about writing a book. Yeah, but we haven't come up with what it's about yet. We're still working on that. Very nice. Happy with that.
How many Red Bulls do you think you could drink in one day?
I think the limit's like 2, isn't it?
This was fantastic. Right, okay. I cannot all put it in. I need to rewatch this. I'm very glad we recorded.
I think it probably went on too long.
Too long. But I felt like, I feel like if something's really interesting,
okay.
like, there's no, because everyone was really like, hanging on your lips. So I felt like, let's just release that stupid thing anyway. Like, I mean, if they can actually important information.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Like,
really enjoyed it. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Intimately. Chatting is the real.
Yeah. And that's what the audience want. They want to just like see you for who you are, and because they never normally see the artists like this probably. So I think that could work really well.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about your budgets now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a tricky
What did I
question,
say?
but
What did I say?
What do you think the yearly budget should be?
The people who do it seriously, millions of pounds a year, but I'd say like bare minimum is like maybe 15, 20 grand a month.
You said like the right thing. You
Okay.
gave very
I should have said more.
No, that was perfect.
No, not more. So we had every artist like request a stupid thing that they could add to the podcast, and one of the artists had like from a ball pit, like where children play in, just fill the limo entirely with
Wow.
they were like sitting in there.
Yes, I remember that.
It was super fun because they had to get in through the window, and so
That's amazing.
made it
Have you got a video of it?
The most
I need to
amazing
see
like,
it.
set.
podcast, but I never watch it because
That's mad. Cool, so we just wrapped up here at Red Bull HQ, did the keynote, did the Q&A, spent the day with all their sports athletes, cycling, Red Bull, F1 teams. It's been so good just to get to know those creators and hear about their plans for the next few years and hopefully give them some ideas and inspiration. Now we're going to wrap up, head over for dinner and grab some food, so looking forward to that.